As a culture architect, your final task isn't just to manage the people, it's to manage the ecosystem around them. We've reclaimed your time. We've secured their trust. Now we need to design the physical and digital space where that trust turns into output. And that brings us to our final chapter 3, transitioning to the environment designer. We're going to look at the hard skills of an architect, how to audit a calendar, how to kill interruption culture, and how to implement asynchronous leadership rituals that respect the human brain's need for deep work. So let's look at how we move from being the hero who solves the problems to the designer who creates the environments where those problems never actually start. In the old model of leadership, accessibility was a badge of honour. We take pride in our open door policy. But as a culture architect, you realise that an open door is often a sign of a broken system. If your team has to walk through your door 10 times a day to get their work done, the environment is failing them. Every time a team member is interrupted by a quick ping or an urgent meeting that could have been an email, they pay a cognitive tax. It takes an average of 23 minutes to refocus after a distraction. If your team is paying that tax 5 times a day, they aren't really working. They're just context switching until they burn out. So your job as an architect is to lower that tax. You are the protector of deep work. The most powerful tool in the architect's kit is the asynchronous leadership. Most managers lead through presence. They talk, they hover, they sync up. The architect leads through clarity and documentation. Instead of a 30-minute status update meeting, the architect implements a Friday digest protocol or a shared project board. Instead of a quick call to explain a task, the architect records a 2-minute video or writes a clear brief. Why? Because documentation scales, but your time doesn't. When you lead asynchronously, you give your team the gift of autonomy over their attention. They can consume your leadership when they're in a shallow work state, leaving their high energy hours for the tasks that actually move the needle on performance. Interestingly enough, most meetings take place in the morning, 10 till 11:30, in an afternoon, 2 till 3:30, 4 o'clock, both of which are times when, for the majority of people, we're in the best mind state to do our best focused work. Yet we're taken out to meetings. To move into the role of architect, you must perform a system audit. So I want you to look at your calendar for next week and ask 3 architectural questions. Does this meeting exist because a process is broken? For example, we meet because the spreadsheet is never updated. Am I the only one who can make this decision? If that's a yes, why haven't I designed a framework so they can do it for themselves? And is this a sync or a connection. We keep meetings that build relationships, the human-centric stuff. But we automate the meetings that just move data. You're shifting from being the hero who saves the day to the designer who ensures that the day doesn't need saving.